So hello everybody. This is part 2 of the all-knowing, ever-present God. So we was in verse 3. Now we are still in verse 3, but it's underneath. You are aware of all my ways. The Lord knows everything about us, all our ways. Our good ways, our bad ways, our selfish ways, our stubborn ways, our everything he knows. So if you think that you would just how should I say it? That people don't believe in the Lord. I never push my beliefs on anybody. And I don't say religion because religion is man-made, and to me it's demonic because they try to control you. And there's a lot of things that you should not follow that other people do. You should think and ask the Lord to give you wisdom and knowledge to do what he wants you to do, not what somebody else doing. You don't want to be like nobody else. You want to be you and not fake in all of that. Before a word is on my tongue, you know all about it, Lord. See, even before we even say anything, the Lord knows before we even gonna spew it out our mouth, because this is dangerous, that tongue. When people say, oh, words cannot hurt you, they are lying. Words can hurt. Words can hurt a lot. People can put curses on you. But this is why when you feel something not right, someone is doing something to you to try to stunt your growth in the Lord. This is where you must ask the Lord if there's any evil, demonic people around trying to stunt my growth from you. I ask you to remove them. Whatever they're doing to me, I rebuke it and cast it back to them in the pits of hell. This is how you must pray. This is how you always must pray. Because the Lord knows everything. You have encircled me, Lord. You have placed your hand on me. The Lord has placed his hand on you each time. Each time a baby is born. This is why some people should think, when you have a little person that's born, that is a gift from God. And some people don't realize that. And you must raise your children. I didn't say beat them with the Bible and stick the Bible in their mouth, and stuff like that. It's a way you should teach your children about the Lord. Teaching your children about the Lord should be fun and good. It should not be, oh, you better serve the Lord, or this and that. Or if you got a gay child, you tell the child, you're an abomination to the world. You should have never been born. You can't say that. That came out of your body. You talking about yourself. Because that child is a part of you. And if your child is gay, transgender, whatever, you have to look back down in your generation and see what happened. Because it is a curse sometimes. And people will tell you it's not. First off, I don't condone anything. It's just you should love your children regardless. Pray for them, love them, and sometimes you can love them back to be straight, and then sometimes we have children that say they gay. It's because things have happened to them. Because I had talked to some young people that was gay, well, homosexual, and they told me a lot of things that happened to them when they was growing up, and this is what converted them. And some people would say, oh, blaza, blaza. And then sometimes, yes, you would say, they're not born like that. They are. You can have a baby born, and you watch that baby grow. You will see that boy has female intentions. You will see that little girl have male intentions. You can see it, but you're too blind to see it. We all know that it should not be like that, but it's like that. You know why? Because it always been like that from the time Jesus was on earth. So people want to throw stones at homosexuals, but you sinning too. If you fornicating, messing with somebody's husband, somebody's wife, you're doing the same thing, but in a different category. You cannot cast stones on someone when you are a sinner yourself. And that's another thing about some of these people that say they are Christians. Christians do not judge. Like I saw on YouTube one time that these two ladies was telling this guy he abomination, and they supposed to be Christians. You don't talk like that to them. They're people too. They are human. It's just, this is how the world is. We have straight people. We have in-between people. We have the people that go all the way. This is how it is. And it always been like that. So it's nothing new. So you shouldn't be going around hating them. I don't know why the Holy Spirit let me talk this today, but I have seen a lot of homeless children, teenagers, just because they're homosexual, their family threw them out the house, and it's jacked them up even more. How you throw yourself out your own house and have nothing to do with your child because your child is not like who you wanted them to be? That's why I'm so glad I have family members that have homosexual children, and they love their children. And they know the spirit is in their children, but they still love them. And they refuse to throw them out. They just show them love all the time. And that is how you should be. You should not think you're so holy. I should have finished reading this, right? But you should not think you're so holy that you feel like, oh, my child, homosexual, transgender, I don't want to be bothered with them. No. You only acting like that because you are a people pleaser. If you really loved yourself, you would not be able to throw your children out and stop pleasing people. And stop having so much pride to that you feel like you're going to throw your children out the house because they are not who you wanted them to be. You got to pay for that sin one day. Now, I'm going to do part 3 because I got to finish reading this verse, this chapter. So I'll be back with part 3. I know this is 3 parts of a series. Might be 4. I don't know. But this is Brooklyn Woman Empowerment Guru, a.k.a. Grandma Elsie. I'll be back.